Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing the baby names I love but won't be using tag. This is a very different video for my channel and don't worry, I'm not thinking about like having children anytime soon. So if you can hear building works, I'm really sorry. Right, anyway, we're just going to go with it. I feel like literally everyone has thought of baby names that they possibly use in the future. But anyway, I'm going to stop rambling and just get to it. So I've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, is that 6? 6 boys' names and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 girls' names. I've always found it so much harder to think of boys' names. I don't know if it's just because I'm a girl and like I've always thought about having like a little girl. But I don't know why that is, because I prefer more unusual names. Like I don't really like common names. Also, I'm not trying to offend anyone if I say that I don't like their name, it's just like personal opinion. Yeah, I don't know why that is. Why do I find it easier? I feel like it's because I can think of more like unusual names for girls rather than for boys. I find it a little bit harder. So for boys, the first name I have is Jessie. Now, the thing with Jessie is it's like a unisex name, so like you can have a girl called Jessie or a boy called Jessie. For some reason I prefer it as a boy's name. I'm not too sure why, it's probably because of Hannah Montana. There's no particular reason that I wouldn't use this name, it's just I couldn't imagine having my child called Jessie because it isn't one of the most unusual names, and like my name's Talia, which isn't that common. The next name I have is Junior. Now, Luke used to have this obsession with calling his son Luke Jr. and I was like, if we ever have children, which I know is a very long way away, it's not happening. Would you not want your son to have like a new name? I don't know. I guess as like a middle name, like their grandparents' names was cute. Personally, a name with Junior and Junior doesn't really rock my boat too well. The next one I have is a cute name and I don't actually know why I wouldn't use it, but it's Mason. Now, I love the name Mason. I think it's so cute and just, oh, could you just like imagine having like a little boy and like being like, oh, Mason. Talking to him like it's a dog. I don't know why I wouldn't use Mason. I want like a really like manly name if I'm gonna have a boy. So Mason. Mason's also a girl's name. It's the same with the unisex thing, isn't it? I feel like Mason would probably be quite a good middle name, like something Mason Maizels. Say my name. Because I actually want to keep my last name when I get married. I don't know why. My name is very unusual, so I'ma keep it. The next name I have is Landon. Now, I don't know, saying it out loud doesn't sound as nice as it did in my head. I feel like with Landon, it'd be cute in like America or something. But here in London, I feel like people just take the mick really. Be like, alright, I come from London. And it sounds like Landon. Do you get what I mean? Just me? Not too sure. I do actually really like it. I feel like if I lived in America, which I do actually want to do, I do really want to move over to America, I would definitely use Landon. Now the next name, I don't know how some people would feel about it, because obviously it's like to do with like God and stuff, but is Zeus. Now, I don't know if I'd call like, that'd be like a really good pet name, like a horse called Zeus. Oh, that'd be a sick name. It's just such a powerful name because it is like a Greek god. I'd use Zeus as a middle name rather than a first name. I don't know. I'm not really Greek either, so I feel like they'd think that he's Greek and he's not. Unless I marry someone Greek, then I probably could get away with it, couldn't I? But the reason I wouldn't use it is just because I feel like it doesn't really suit in with me. And finally, the last name for a boy that I love but wouldn't use, and I don't know if I would actually use it because it is such a lovely name. Thinking about it again, I'm like, oh, actually, is Leon. Absolutely love that name. Like, I feel like it's such like a powerful, strong name, and that's what I really like about it. I'm pretty sure, 99.99999% sure, there's a restaurant called Leon. I'd definitely say that Leon and Zeus are my absolute favourites. Like, I would consider using them, but there's just like something in me that's like, oh, maybe not. So now we are on to the girls' names. I feel like every little girl when they was younger always had a name that they was set on. I'd find it really hard to call my child after someone that I actually knew. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like I'd just look at my child and just be reminded of that person. The first baby name that I fell in love with, I've told my mum that I love it and we was both like, yes, let's do it, but I don't know, something's stopping me now. and it's actually Anastasia, and like we all know how I feel about that name. The only reason I wouldn't use it is because I do know someone with the name. She says Anastasia, but that's the thing, like I'd want it pronounced Anastasia. Oh my god, I can't even say it. I'd want it pronounced Anastasia and not Anastasia. Just personal preference, like my name's Talia, people say Talia. I pretty much reply to anything that begins with a T. See, that's the thing, like I do want an unusual name for my children, but I don't want them to have to go through the pain that I've had to go through for the past 18 years. Now the next name that I absolutely love is Belle. And I don't know how I actually feel about this, like it is such a beautiful name, and the meaning behind it is it is French and that means beautiful, I think pretty or something, not too sure which one. It's been a couple of years since I took a French class. You've got Princess Belle, don't you? And Belle is my favourite like princess, Disney princess. But I just feel like, I don't know, it's like calling your daughter Cinderella, isn't it? Now the next name is quite actually sentimental, kind of, very lightly, and it's actually Remy. And the reason it's kind of sentimental is because it was going to be my name when I was born, or my middle name, but my dad said no because Remy's actually like a bottle of wine, and my dad was like, there's no way our daughter has been called something after wine. The reason this is on here is because of my mum. He was like, just to like keep me happy, for my granddaughter, could you at least put Remy in her middle name? But I don't think I'd actually use it. Now the next name I have is Gabriella. Now this name, I honestly think it's such a stunning name. Like, couldn't you just like imagine like a stunning girl called Gabriella? There's a couple of reasons that I wouldn't use this name. The first reason is I know someone called Gabriella. The second reason is that I don't like shortening names. She'd be called Gabby, but I just prefer no shortened names. Me and my brother's names, you can't really shorten, so I wouldn't want to shorten my children's names. It's just something that's in my brain. But also, the last reason I would not call my daughter Gabriella is because of High School Musical. I feel like if I called my daughter Gabriella, she would either need to have a boyfriend called Troy, or her brother would have to be called Troy. I don't know, I feel like I just start like singing High School Musical songs to her all the time. It'd probably get pretty annoying, wouldn't it? Now, this name, when I found it, I was like, oh my god. I actually think, I don't know why this is on this list because I'm pretty sure I probably will be using this name. Now this name is Leora, and I don't know, I just feel like it sounds so like, something like shimmy Leora when I say it. I don't know why I wouldn't use it. It's probably to do with the shortening, like Leora, like Leo, or you could call her like Lee, and like my ballet teacher's called Lee. So I don't know, that's the only reason. Personally I just wouldn't, but I would, so I'm a little bit mixed. And finally, this, along with Leora, is probably one of my favourite names ever, and it's Oralia, spelled Aurelia. Why is this on my list? I don't even know. I think it's probably just a pronunciation of it. Because when I first read it, I said Aurelia, but then my mum was like, oh no, do you mean Aurelia? And I was like, oh, that, yeah, probably do. But like, it's the same with my name as well, and I don't know if I could put my daughter through that. Like, can you just imagine like a little girl like running around the park with like the pink skirt and like, This video is making me feel very broody, if you cannot tell. I've kind of got two favourites from each list, don't I? So my two favourite boy names are Zeus and Leon, and my two favourite girl names are Leora and Oralia. Leora, Oralia, Maizels. That sounds so fancy, doesn't it? That's the end of the video, guys, and I hope you did enjoy it. I know it's a little bit different from what I normally do, but I really enjoyed this kind of video. So make sure you leave a like down below, and if you're not already, make sure you do subscribe, because we are so close to 100, and I cannot wait to hear it. So I'll see you all in another video very, very soon. Bye!